Has your cat taken over your bed, sofa, kitchen, and maybe even your sanity? Do you find yourself scooting over just to give them more space, serving gourmet meals while you eat instant noodles, or whispering, "sorry," when you move them from your chair? If any of this sounds familiar, there is a good chance your cat is not just loved, they are absolutely spoiled. Now, there is nothing wrong with pampering your feline friend. We all want them to be happy. But at what point does affection become excessive? Today, we are revealing 12 hilarious, slightly outrageous signs that your cat might be running the show in your house. Sign number 1. Constantly demanding your attention. Does your cat act like your full-time supervisor, following you from room to room, meowing non-stop until you stroke them, play with them, or acknowledge their presence like the royal they are? A cat that demands attention at all hours has most likely learned that a tiny meow equals big results. Every time you respond, you are teaching them that all they need to do is ask, nicely, loudly, and repeatedly. It might seem sweet at first, but when your cat starts acting like your boss, your therapist, and your clingiest friend all rolled into one, you are no longer the one in charge. They have trained you, and guess what? You passed with flying colors, and this is one of the most evident signs that your cat is truly, deeply, gloriously spoiled. Sign number 2. Refusing anything but special food. Has your cat started looking at regular cat food like it is an insult? Do they only respond to tins with words like gourmet, premium, or wild-caught salmon and gravy? If your feline turns up their nose unless the food is served at the exact temperature from their favorite dish and possibly accompanied by a small prayer, you are living with a food snob. And not just any snob, a spoiled one. Cats are smart. They know the more dramatic their hunger strikes, the quicker you will cave in and reach for the good stuff. What starts as a harmless treat quickly becomes their daily expectation. Sign number 3. Always in your space. Personal space? Not in your cat's vocabulary. If your feline insists on being on your lap, shoulder, or wedged between you and your laptop at all times, that is not just affection, that is full-time possession. A spoiled cat does not wait for cuddle time. They create it. They act like a living scarf, wrapping around you when you least expect it, and getting genuinely offended if you dare to move. This constant need to be glued to you shows they have grown quite attached, not just emotionally, but physically. You are not just their human. You are their cushion, their heater, and their permanent perch. Sign number 4. Scratching your sofa despite having a post. You bought the fancy scratching post. It matches the curtains. It even has catnip. But where does your spoiled cat choose to sharpen their claws? Right on the arm of your brand new sofa. This is not a mistake. This is a message. Your cat knows exactly what the scratching post is for. They are just choosing the furniture instead. Because they can, and because they know you will still love them even after the 5th cushion sacrifice. Scratching is natural, but ignoring every suitable option and going straight for your belongings is peak spoiled behavior. They are not just marking territory, they are claiming status. Sign number 5. Refusing to sleep in their bed. You spent time, effort, and probably more money than you should have picking out the perfect little bed for your cat. It is plush, it is cozy, it is completely ignored. Instead, your feline prefers your pillow, duvet, or the exact spot where your legs should be. If you have ever woken up in the middle of the night twisted like a pretzel while your cat snoozes peacefully across the center of the bed, you already know the truth. That bed you bought for them is decoration, and your bed is now their property. A spoiled cat does not just want to be near you, they want the premium real estate, the warmest spot, and the deepest part of the mattress. And the worst part? You let them have it. Sign number 6. They want to be carried everywhere. Some cats leap like ninjas. Yours stands by the table and meows until you lift them like royalty. They can jump. They just choose not to. If your cat expects to be chauffeured to high places, spoon-fed a view from the window, or carried like a sleepy baby from room to room, you are not a pet owner. You are staff. A spoiled cat does not climb. They delegate. The balance officially tipped when they started treating you like a personal lift service. You are the transport. They are the VIP. And of course, you carry them because no one says no to the furry boss. Sign number 7. Refuses grooming from anyone else. Does your cat only tolerate you during grooming sessions and act like everyone else is completely unqualified? If a friend dares to brush them, suddenly it is growls, glares, and a disappearing act. That is not just pickiness, that is exclusivity. A spoiled cat builds a grooming bubble, and you are the only one allowed in. You are the trusted stylist, the spa technician, the one with the magic touch. While most cats are a little fussy about handling, a truly pampered one turns it into a personal rule. Anyone else is met with a firm no, and maybe a light swipe for emphasis. It is not just grooming, it is a private appointment, and they will only book with you. Sign number 8, interrupting you by sitting on everything important. Anytime you sit down to reply to an email, read a book, or finish some work, suddenly there is a tail in your face and a cat sprawled across your keyboard like a furry paperweight. This is no accident. Your cat knows exactly where your attention is going, and they are not having it. Why read that book when you could be admiring them instead? Spoiled cats do not wait for you to be free. They make themselves the center of the universe whenever they feel like it. Your work is their new bed. Your open laptop is their latest throne. They are not being rude, they are being strategic. And let's be honest, it works every time. Sign number 9, treating house rules like suggestions. You said no jumping on the kitchen counter. You said no scratching the curtains. You said no climbing into the wardrobe. Your cat heard you. They just chose to ignore it. A spoiled cat treats boundaries like gentle suggestions that do not really apply to them. They know where they are not supposed to go. They just do it anyway and dare you to stop them. This is not a lack of intelligence, it is confidence. When there are no consequences and you let things slide with a smile and a sigh, your cat quickly learns that rules are optional. They are not being disobedient, they are being entitled. And somewhere along the line, you accidentally made them the boss of the house. Sign number 10, being bossy about playtime. Playtime is supposed to be spontaneous, not when your cat runs the schedule. If your feline starts pacing, meowing, and giving you the stare down at very specific hours, you are no longer in charge. They are. A spoiled cat does not wait until you are free. They expect you to drop everything and wave that feather wand like your life depends on it. And if you do not, they let you know it, loudly and repeatedly. It is not just about toys, it is about control. They want the game, when and how they want it, and for exactly as long as they decide. You could be on a video call, halfway through dinner, or deep into your favorite show. But when your cat says it is time to play, apparently, it is time to play. Sign number 11, breaking stuff just to get your attention. Has it become a ritual to see a cup hitting the floor, a pen flying around whenever you are minding your business, or your cat suddenly knocks over your water bottle with slow, deliberate intent? This is not clumsiness, this is communication. A spoiled cat has learned that causing a bit of chaos guarantees a response. Even if you are scolding them, they are still getting what they want, your attention. It is a tactic straight out of the Drama Queen handbook. When they feel ignored, they find the nearest object and send it flying. Not because they are angry, but because it works. If your cat has become a tiny wrecking ball whenever they feel overlooked, it is safe to say they are running the show. Sign number 12, acting like a meowing alarm clock. An alarm was not set. You did not ask for a wake-up call, but there it is, every morning, right on time. A loud, insistent meow, echoing through the room like a tiny, furry drill sergeant. Spoiled cats do not politely wait for breakfast. They demand it, and they know that the earlier they start, the faster they will cave in. They expect service at sunrise, whether it is food, cuddles, or pure mischief. It does not matter if it is a weekend, you had a long night, or if you are pretending to be asleep. They know. They always know. And they will keep meowing until their royal needs are met. Congratulations. You are now the live-in butler to a very pampered feline. So, how many of these signs did your cat tick off? 1 or 2? If your cat has turned your house into their kingdom and you into their full-time staff, you are not alone. A little spoiling never hurts, but finding that sweet spot between love and limits keeps your cat happy and well-behaved. If you are worried about becoming too strict with your cat, you can check the video on the screen to know what can break your cat's heart and learn to avoid them, such as scolding them with a loud voice. This video is not one to miss.